Hi students. In previous class, we discussed about the SN1 reaction and factors influencing SN1 reaction. And after that, we need to study about the some other details of SN1 reaction. Here, generally, what I said, the reactivity. Here, the reactivity of SN1 reaction. Reactivity towards SN1 reaction or reactivity is directly proportional to stability, the stability of carbocation formed, the stability of carbocation. Whenever the stability of carbocation is more, then the reactivity towards SN1 reaction is more. Suppose we said that SN1 reaction occurs in two steps. In that first step is called as a slow step or rate determining step. And in the slow step or rate determining step, we are getting the carbocation. And whenever there is a chance for the formation of a carbocation, there is another chance for the rearrangement also. So, due to carbocation formation, carbocation formation, rearrangement reactions occurs. Rearrangement reactions. Rearrangement reaction occurs. Here in the rearrangement reactions, if you are taking, what type of rearrangement reactions occurs? In this, there are different types of rearrangement reactions occurs. In this, first one is called as 1,2 hydride shift. This is called as 1,2 hydride shift. And the second type of rearrangement which is observed is 1,2 methyl shift. 1,2 methyl shift. And the third rearrangement possible is 1,2 phenyl shift. 1,2 phenyl shift. 1,2 phenyl shift. And the fourth one is ring expansion. Ring expansion or sometimes rarely contraction. Ring contraction. So ring expansion mainly and very rarely ring contraction also occurs. Okay, and ring contraction is mainly observed when C4 is converting into C3. Means 4 carbon atom ring if you have, then it will be converted to 3 carbon atom ring. That is simply we can say ring contraction process. Okay, I will give the details about that later. And first we will see how this rearrangement reaction is occurring. Okay, the first type is 1,2 hydride shift. How the 1,2 hydride shift occurs? Here, for example, I am taking a molecule CH3, CH3, and here it is CH2X. This is reacting with a nucleophile aqueous KOH we are taking for example as a reagent. This itself acts as a nucleophile. KOH OH minus will acts as a nucleophile. And here the products expected is actually here the halogen is substituted by the OH group and we can expect like CH2OH will form as a product. So the product is CH3, CH and CH3, CH2OH and KX is formed and another product possible is CH3, COH and CH3, CH3. So in these two products, which is the major product or mainly which is formed? Actually, we think like this is major product and this is minor, but the original major product is this one and this is minor product only. Why this is major product? Here I can give the mechanism. Here first what happens in the SN1 reaction, suppose first step of the SN1 reaction means formation of a carbocation. Here what is the carbocation formed? From this SN1 reaction, in the first step, what is the carbocation? After the removal of these two electrons by this halogen as a halide ion, this will be converted minus X minus, it will be converted as a carbocation. Here this is called as what type of carbocation? Primary or secondary or tertiary? First you identify that. And after that there is rearrangement possible or not, we can check. Here, a carbon bonded to two hydrogen and one more carbon is called as a primary carbocation. This is called as primary carbocation. Whenever the primary carbocation is there, definitely check the adjacent carbon atom. The carbocation carbon, adjacent carbon, you first check. Basing on that, whether it is undergoing to rearrangement or not, we can decide. Please check the adjacent carbon atom, this one. Is this carbon is primary carbon or secondary or tertiary? That is important. Here, if this carbon is taken, what type of carbon is this? Here, this carbon is bonded with two other carbons, and this is third carbon, and this is hydrogen. When a carbon bonded to three other carbon atom, then this carbon is called as a tertiary carbon, and this is a primary carbon, and this is a tertiary carbon. So please remember, if you have a positive charge on primary carbon, but adjacently if you have a tertiary carbon, then definitely there is a chance for rearrangement process. What type of rearrangement occurs means, if there is a hydrogen atom, it undergoes to hydride shift first. Or if there is a methyl groups only, it will undergoes to methyl shift. If there is a phenyl groups, then they undergoes to phenyl ring shift, phenyl group shifts. Okay, here first of all we will check there is a what type of atoms available. Here hydrogen atom is available, methyl group is available. So by just shifting this hydrogen, I am just shifting this hydrogen. Here see this hydrogen atom along with the electrons I am shifting onto this. So by this what is happening? What will be formed? Here by the 1, 2 hydride shift. So 1 to hydride shift. After 1 to hydride shift, what is formed? Here this is CH3 and here it is C, and now this is losing the electron pair and the carbon is getting positive charge. So this is plus, and next this is actually CH2 and one more hydrogen is adding. So we are getting CH3 and here already CH3 is present. Now what type of carbon is this? It is already bonded with three other carbon. So this is called as a tertiary carbon. So whenever it is called tertiary carbocation, when tertiary carbocation is formed, then primary carbocation converted to tertiary carbocation, which is more stable. Yes, the tertiary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. So definitely it occurs. And after the tertiary carbocation formation, please see here, if the nucleophile OH minus from the aqueous KOH, OH minus nucleophile is added on the tertiary carbon, and then we will get this product. Okay, so please remember whether there is a chance for the rearrangement reaction or not. If there is a chance for the rearrangement reaction, definitely it occurs to give a more stable compound, and first more stable carbocation formation occur, and finally it gives a more stable product. How the rearrangement occurs, or why the rearrangement occurs means basing on the adjacent carbon. So how to identify the rearrangement occurs means, simply see this carbon is what type of carbon, or positive charged carbon is what type of carbon. If the positive charged carbon is primary and the adjacent carbon atoms, either side, front side or back side, top or whatever it may be, if the adjacent carbon atom is a higher degree carbon, that is important. whether it is a secondary or it is a tertiary or whatever it may be, if it is a higher degree carbon atom, definitely there is a possibility of rearrangement. There is a chance for rearrangement. If it is same as this one, means it is primary, adjacent is also primary. Any side, if you have only primary, then there is no chance. Suppose I am giving, for example, CH3, CH2, X is present, and here we are having OH minus aqueous KOH is given. Is there any rearrangement? Because what type of carbon is this? Suppose first forming a carbocation, for example, if it is forming a carbocation, what type of carbocation is this? Primary. What about this carbon? It is also primary. So there is a no chance for the rearrangement, and the carbocation formation also even doesn't occur in this type of product, if this type of alkyl halide, because it is a primary alkyl halide. Okay, so if the adjacent carbon, leave about this. Okay, if the adjacent carbon atom is a higher degree carbon atom, then only there is a chance for rearrangement. Please remember this thing. And basing on that only you shift the group. Here hydrogen is present, first shift the hydrogen. If hydrogen atoms are not present, only methyl groups present, then shift the methyl group. If phenyl groups are present, shift the phenyl group. Okay, so this is 1,2-hydride shift. Next, in this reaction, what type of product is formed, what type of rearrangement occurs, if occurs, what type of rearrangement occurs. Here if you see this reaction reagent, here this is the halogen, here this is the halogen bonded carbon, here this carbon is a secondary carbon, alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide. Then what are the products mainly formed? Here the main product formed is depending on the carbocation formed, and so first we will try to write the carbocation possible. So by removal of X minus, here what is the carbocation first formed? CH3, CH and CH3 and CH and CH3. Here you will get positive charge after the removal of halogen. So what is this carbocation? Yes, this is a secondary carbocation. This is a secondary carbocation. Whenever we are getting a secondary carbocation, please check the adjacent carbon atoms to get the rearrangement or not, whether it is possible the rearrangement or not. So I said this is a secondary carbocation. The adjacent one is, here check it, this is bonded with one other carbon, so this is a primary carbon. Next, this side if you try, here this is bonded with three other carbons, so this carbon is called as a tertiary carbon. So what I said already, if the carbon positive charged or positive charged carbon is secondary or primary or lower degree carbon, but adjacent carbon is a higher degree carbon, means a tertiary carbon here. Higher degree carbon is a tertiary carbon or higher degree carbon, then the shift of any group occurs to get a more stable carbocation. Here what type of shift occurs means we are having hydrogen, so the hydrogen along with the electrons shifted onto this. So what is the shift occurring here? 1,2 hydride shift. 1,2 hydride shift occurs, and by the 1,2 hydride shift, what is the product? Yes, here we are getting CH3, C plus, and here it is a CH3, and here CH, now getting one more hydrogen, so it becomes CH2 and CH3. Now what type of carbocation is this? Yes, this is tertiary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation. The tertiary carbocation and secondary carbocation, which is more stable? Yes, the tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary carbocation. So it is the product, and this is now reacting with a nucleophile OH minus generated from aqueous KOH. Okay, the OH minus of aqueous KOH is attacking on this carbocation, then the product formed is CH3, COH, CH3 and CH2 and CH3. So the major product, what is the major product? This one is the major product. Minor product which is also possible, very less quantity, we can't consider that. The main product, or what is the main product or major product, mean this one only. Minor product means by replacement of this halogen at the same place, if you add OH group, you will get secondary. The OH group at this position only, that will be minor without rearrangement. Okay, and so this is a 1,2 hydride shift we gave. Okay, the next one is 1,2 methyl shift. How the 1,2 methyl shift occurs? Suppose if they gave this type of reactant, this one here, this is also again secondary alkyl halide only. If this is secondary alkyl halide, what is the product with aqueous KOH? Then here first I am writing the removal of X minus, as in the SN1 reaction first step, removal of halide ion gives a carbocation. Here the carbocation formed is CH3, CH3, CH3 and here it is a CH plus and CH3. Then now check the what is a carbocation formed secondary. Again you try to check first the adjacent carbons. Here adjacent carbon atom is primary, so that is not useful. And this adjacent carbon, left side adjacent carbon, if you check 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon attached to this, 4 carbons attached to this means it is called as 4 degree quaternary carbon, much more higher degree than secondary. So this is actually a secondary carbocation. This is a secondary carbocation, but adjacently we have a higher degree carbon, quaternary carbon. Then what is the charge? Yes, rearrangement is possible. And what type of rearrangement is possible? With the methyl group shift. So this is a methyl group shift occurs, and so by the methyl group shift, here it is 1, 2 methyl shift. 1 to methyl shift occurs. By the 1 to methyl shift, the methyl group is shifting onto this. So what is the product? CH3, C, now positive charge on this, and this is a CH3 and here it is CH, and now it is getting a methyl group. So I am writing the methyl group here, or any side you can write, upper side or down, and this is CH3. Check it, this methyl group is on this place. And now what is this carbocation? It is having 3 carbon, so it is a tertiary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is formed. Whenever a tertiary carbocation from secondary formed means a more stable carbocation is formed. When a more stable carbocation is formed, then that is a possible rearrangement, and this is now when treated with OH minus of KOH, then OH group is added here, and now the product is CH3, C, OH and CH3, CH and CH3 and CH3. Okay, so this is a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so this is the product formed and this is the major product. The major product formed finally is this one. Okay, if you are able to write directly, we can check it, or better to go through these steps. Okay, this is 1 to methyl shift process. Suppose I gave a question like aqueous KOH. Aqueous KOH. What is the product? For example, if they are giving this question, what is the product? Can you guess it? Please try to think it first. What is this? Is it compound? Is it an organic compound? Yes, that is a bond line structure. Please remember it is a bond line structure of a compound. And here this is same as this. How this is same, sir? See here, this is carbon, this is methyl group, this is another methyl group, this is another methyl group. Okay, so three methyl groups like one carbon atom. And next, this is a CH group. It is CH group and having X. This is X and this is CH3. Okay, so instead of giving this type of normal structure, they may give a bond line structure also. So please check the bond line structure. If they are giving bond line structure, you please try to draw the complete structure, normal structure like this. Then you will get definitely the correct option finally. Okay, better to draw this type of structure and try it, you will get it easily. Okay, this is 1 to methyl shift. And how 1 to phenyl shift occurs. So suppose if a third one is taken, I am telling in the same I will give. It is a very easy one, similar to the methyl shift. So it is a phenyl shift, 1 to phenyl shift. In the 1 to phenyl shift, what happens? Here, for example, if you are taking three methyl groups, methyl shift occurred. If all these methyl groups are replaced with phenyl groups, means I have a phenyl group here, here also phenyl group, here also phenyl group. Then what is possible here also? Please check phenyl, here phenyl, here phenyl is present. Even though this is secondary carbocation only now, after the removal of halide, then here phenyl group shift occur. So this is called as 1 to phenyl shift. And 1 to phenyl shift means what is shifted to this place? A phenyl group. Here these two methyl groups also we can replace as phenyl and phenyl group. Phenyl means C6H5 group. Okay, so after OH group added, what is formed? So here this is a pH, here this is pH, and this is also shifted phenyl group. So this is pH. This is the 1 to phenyl shift process. So in the phenyl shift also, when the phenyl shift occurs means whatever it may be, the hydride shift or methyl shift or phenyl shift occurs when you have a carbocation initially with a lower degree carbon and having adjacently a higher degree carbon. Adjacently, if you have a higher degree carbon, then only the rearrangement occurs. It may be 1 to hydride or 1 to methyl or 1 to phenyl shift. Okay. The next one is ring expansion. Here in the ring expansion process, generally what happens means a 4 atoms ring will be shifted to 5 atoms ring, or a 5 atoms ring is expanded to 6 atoms ring generally. So we will check it 4 atoms ring converting into 5 atoms ring. Here this is a 4 atom carbon chain and there is a CH2 group and here there is a halogen. So this is a compound they gave and here it is with aqueous KOH. What is the product? Aqueous KOH is reacting. Aqueous KOH reacts to give what is the product. Here the product actually or finally what is the product formed is here the halogen is replaced and OH group is formed. That is the final product. How that is the product formed? So first step what happens? Halide ion shift, halide ion removal. So by the halide ion removal, what is the product first formed? Here this is first forming CH2 plus. Now give the numbering. Give the numbering to this. It is not as the IUPAC number. For our understanding I am giving. It is 1, it is a 2 and this is a 3 and this is a 4 and this is 5. So we have totally 5 atoms. 5 atoms I give the numbering by beginning with the carbon positive charged carbon. After that ring expansion means here by the ring expansion process what happens? In the ring expansion process, here 5 carbon atom, 1 carbon atom, the bond between 2 and 5 is shifted or it is broken slowly, this bond is dissociating and a new bond is forming between these two. A new bond is forming between these two. That is new bond 1 to 5. So same structure I am writing. So this is same structure and this bond is dissociated. And a new bond is formed between CH2 group and here the new bond is formed between 1 and 5. So this is the new bond formed. So now again give the numbering. Here this is 1 and this is 2, 3, 4, 5. And please check is here 5 atom, fifth carbon atom is getting a new bond by just broken one bond is dissociated and a new bond is formed. So there is no loss of electron for the fifth carbon. But here second carbon, one bond is broken but new bond is not formed. So this is losing one electron. So here this carbon, second carbon gets a positive charge. Okay, please remember that it is the positive charged species. And I am writing a normal structure of 5 carbon atom as like this structure I am writing. So 5 carbon atoms. This is 5 carbon atom. Okay. Now I can give numbering as it is same. Suppose like this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3 and this is 4 and this is 5 for example. Then second carbon is having positive charge. So this is second carbon having a positive charge. This is second carbon. Now the second carbon getting reaction with the OH minus of aqueous KOH. Now OH minus is added on this carbon and you will get this product. Okay. Here these are having all same type of carbons with one positive charge only. So I wrote in this compound here and in this compound here. It is not a big issue for this. Okay, this is ring expansion 4 to 5 carbon atoms ring. Now we will check 5 to 6 carbon ring. This is already 5 carbon atoms ring and there is 6th one carbon and halogen is bonded on this carbon. Aqueous KOH, then what is the main product formed after the ring expansion means here the halogen is present. Okay, so now I am writing the ring expansion process how it occurs. So first remove the halide ion to get the carbocation. So I am writing the carbocation first formation. Here this is a carbocation formed. So this is CH2 plus. Now give the numbering. Here numbering I am giving. This is 1 and this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So this numbering is not IUPAC numbering. It is for our understanding purpose only. Okay. To remember where the positive charge is present, how the bond shifting occurs. So to remember only I gave this. And now what happens is this bond dissociation occur. Between 2 and 6 dissociation occur and between 1 and 6 the new bond formation is occurring. Here the new bond formation. Here I am writing like this. This is the new bond formation. It is old bond dissociation. Between 1 and 6 new bond formation. So this is called as a ring expansion. Ring expansion process. By the ring expansion process, now between 1 and 6 a new bond formation is occurring and so I am writing the structure, same structure I am writing. So this bond is dissociated and here between 2 and 1 there is a bond. Here it is CH2 and the positive charge disappears because new bond is forming. So here you will get a new bond. Okay, so now what is the numbering? Here numbering I am giving 1 and this is a 2 and this is 3 and this is 4, this is a 5 and this is 6. Which atom is losing electron? Second carbon. The second carbon is losing electron and so the positive charge will appears on the second carbon, not on the sixth carbon. Okay, now I am writing the same structure as a hexagon like. Okay, and in this I am writing the numbering. So 1 and this is a 2 and this is a 3, 4, 5, 6. And second carbon has positive charge. Now I am writing the positive charge on the second carbon. Sorry, this is a OH group. After OH adding, so if you are shifting this, means OH group is added, nucleophile is added, from aqueous KOH we are getting this OH minus, and then we will get this product. This is a 5 carbon atom to 6 carbon atom ring expansion. Okay, so please check this ring expansion for 5 to 6 carbon atom. Ring contraction, mainly this will happen in 4 carbon atom to 3 carbon atom change only. What is this ring contraction? Why this happens? Here, if you have 4 atoms ring, this is 4 atoms ring, 4 carbon ring, and a halogen. This is called a cyclobutyl halide. This compound, if you have, if this is treated with aqueous KOH is reacting, then what is the product? Sorry, I will give this product. This is a compound OH. How that is formed? We will check it. First, remove the halide ion as SN1 first step. We are getting a carbocation. So the carbocation formed here is, okay, this is the carbocation formed. Now tell me, what is this carbocation? Here, I will give the structure also. Structure means you have CH2 group, here also CH2 group, here also CH2 group, here you have CH. Because already it is having 3 bonds, one bond you lost as X minus, and fourth bond is hydrogen, CH group. This is a CH group. Okay, so this is CH. And now tell me, this is a primary carbon or secondary carbon or tertiary? So it is a secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation. Okay. After this, what happens means ring contraction. Why ring contraction occurs? What happens by the ring contraction? Here ring contraction means the adjacent carbon. Here this is the adjacent one. Suppose here this CH2 CH bond already present. This will be dissociated. Either this one or this one, whatever it may be, one bond dissociation occur and a new bond is forming between these two. Okay, the old bond dissociation occur and a new bond formation occurs between these two. Okay, so what is happening? I will give the numbering also. Here, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3 and this is 4. That is the numbering. So a new bond between 1 and 3, in between 1 and 4 bond dissociation occurs. So what is the product formed? Sorry. This is the new bond formed and there is a old bond here already present, not dissociated. So you will get CH2 here, CH2, and this bond is dissociated, so it is losing electron. So here it is getting positive charge. And this is not getting positive charge, it is getting a new bond. So the positive charge disappears here. And now similarly, the structure can be represented as 3 carbon ring having a methyl group. CH2 plus, what is this carbocation? Here CH2, CH2, and that is CH2. What is this carbocation? Yes, this carbocation is called as cyclopropyl. This is called as cyclopropyl methyl. Cyclopropyl methyl carbocation. Cyclopropyl methyl carbocation is highly stable due to sigma bond resonance, due to dancing resonance or dangling bond resonance or sigma bond resonance. So please remember, there is a sigma bond resonance in this compound. Because of this sigma bond resonance, due to sigma bond resonance, it has sigma bond resonance. because of this sigma bond resonance. Please remember this, very, very important. I think in GOC they gave sigma bond resonance. In first year GOC, you studied about this. Sigma bond resonance is present in this compound. So, if you see this secondary carbocation, cyclobutyl secondary carbocation, and this cyclopropyl methyl carbocation, it is always more stable. This is always more stable. So, the ring contraction occurs. If you are getting a normal cyclopropyl, it is not a big issue and not stable also. So the cyclopropyl methyl carbocation reacting is now reacting with OH minus, and this is forming this type of cyclopropyl methyl alcohol. Okay, this is a ring contraction process occurring. Okay.